I'm not where I should be in life. Let me turn this light off. Save some electricity. I'm not where I want to be. I should be further along. Whoa. Just some lightning outside. I was talking to a friend recently though, and he told me how he was feeling impatient with things, and wow, it's really starting to come down outside. Hasn't been a thunderstorm in a while. If you live in New York, then yeah, for all my people in New York, when was the last time it thunderstormed? It's been a long time. Well, I was talking to a friend, and he told me he had this voice in his head telling him that there's not enough time. There's just not enough time. And he's already behind. So it's like, where do you go from there? You know, where do you go from there? If you don't have enough time and you're already behind, it's just a lose-lose, right? And there's nowhere to, you know, there's no way to win at that point. You know, imagine you're in a race and, you know, you didn't hear the gun go off to start. You had to tie your shoelace. Boom. And the clock just starts ticking. As soon as the race starts, you got 5 minutes to run this race, and you forgot to tie your shoelace when you got there. The race starts. You gotta tie your shoelace first, and then you start running. Everybody's ahead of you. This is a thought that I think goes through a lot of people's head. You know, everyone else is further along than I am, or everybody else is doing better than I am. It's just me who's behind. It's just me who doesn't have enough time in it. Excuse me. I got a really bad cough. I'm trying to get over it. I got some tea right here, boiling. I put lime, red onion, and ginger in there, and I'm drinking this to try and get better. It's just me who can't seem to get enough energy to carry out all the tasks that I want to carry out in a day. You know what I'm saying? Something's wrong with me. Something's, you know, I'm not like other people. This is something that I think a lot of us go through. And it's something that I've gone through at a point as well. You know, this, you know, should, you know, this, I remember being consumed by the word should, you know, I should be this, I should be that. And now that I'm 30 years old, I remember when I was in my 20s, I remember hearing a lot of like, you know, by the time you're 30, you should be doing this or you shouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean? By the time you're 30, you should have a house. You should be married with kids. You shouldn't be touching video games. You shouldn't be going to parties. You shouldn't, you know, you shouldn't be in debt and things like that. I remember hearing these things and actually resonated with them. And I used to think, you know, when I was in, you know, 20 to like 25, I remember like thinking like, yeah, by the time I'm 30, I'm gonna be a way different person. You know, I'm gonna have everything figured out, you know, by the time I'm 30. And one of those two things is true. I am a way different person. That's true. Wow, it's really starting to come down. Hopefully the audio is good though for the video. Should I move? Nah, we gonna let it rock. But yes, I am a way different person now. But I do not have everything figured out. I don't. And it's a part of me is you know, a part of me would like to say I do have it figured out. You know, part of me would really like to say that I do have it figured out And then another part of me is grateful that I'm even aware that I don't have it figured out, because that means I know there's work to be done and I can start working on those things. Because everybody has work to do. And it's when you think that you don't have any more work to do, that's when you stagnate. That's when you get stale. That's when you stop growing. We always have work to do. In every stage of our lives, we're gonna have work to do. And, I pray that I reach the levels that I wanna reach in the timeline that, God set out for me. You know what I mean? 'Cause everybody has a different plan. Everybody has a different purpose. Everybody has a different journey, right? And it's not always the same trajectory for everybody. It's not always the same trajectory for everybody. And so I would advise, don't get too caught up. And I told my friend this too, everybody has a different path. And so, don't get too caught up in the shoulds. You know what I mean? Another strike of lightning. Don't get too caught up in the shoulds, because it's all perspective, and it's all there's the thunder following the lightning. Okay. Honestly, I might actually hold on. I really haven't seen thunder in a while. Like a thunderstorm. I gotta prop the window up. Really haven't seen a thunderstorm in a while. See if we get some lightning. Well, y'all, I really want y'all to lock in and stop comparing yourselves. You know what I mean? Really lock in and stop comparing yourselves to others. Because it's only when we start comparing ourselves to others that we get to thinking that we should this or we shouldn't that. Because if we weren't comparing ourselves, where would we get that from? You know what I'm saying? Where would we get that from? I was hoping we get some lightning, but I didn't see any. But social media is so prevalent nowadays. Let me close this window. I'm kind of weird like that. I'll probably, after this, I'll probably just sit in the window and just watch the rain and the occasional thunder every now and then. That entertains me. Social media is so prevalent now, and comparison is the thief of joy. So, when, to the extent that you're comparing yourselves, to the extent that we're comparing ourselves, I should say, because I'm, guilty of this too, is the extent to which we don't realize how much we have in our lives to be grateful for and to be thankful for and to feel good about and appreciate. You know what I'm saying? I might not have everything figured out, right? I might not be the perfect boyfriend. I might not have all the money that I really, really want to have, or not even just having the money, but I may not have maybe all the connections, right? Or I may not have begun providing as much value as I really want to provide to afford myself the lifestyle that I want. I might not have put enough time into my craft to be able to have the level of freedom that I want, but I have friends and family who care about me. I have a place to lay my head at night. I'm not outside in the rain right now. You know what I'm saying? I have gas in my stove to where I'm able to boil some hot water with some spices and herbs to heal myself, right? Because I'm not feeling well, right? I had $20 to go and buy the ingredients. And I bought more than just that for $20. I also got some chicken for some protein and some kale, and then I got some tortilla chips and guacamole, And I had the means to do that, right? I had the 2 legs to walk to the store. I had the 2 legs to walk to the store and the 2 arms to grab my items, put them in my backpack, and carry them home. It's a lot we got to be grateful for, man. It's a lot we got to be grateful for, man. And it's this comparison, man. It's these comparisons that's just stealing our joy, just draining our peace and our happiness dry, just robbing us blind. You know what I'm saying? And it's like option overload at a point too, because you looking at social media, you seeing all different types of paths and routes. There's some lightning. You seeing all different types of lifestyles and shiny things and girls and different levels of financial success, and it's just it's overload to the point where you could be focusing on whatever you're doing for work and really building and growing in that, instead of watching somebody else achieve whatever level they achieve, right? Somebody's always doing better, someone's always doing worse. You know what I'm saying? It could always be better, it could always be worse at the same time, right? You might as well focus on, there's a saying, the grass is greener where you water it. I forgot where I heard that, but it really stuck with me. And it made sense to me. And I'm like, it's not about, getting some next thing. You know what I mean? It's not about getting some material thing that's gonna make you feel happy, or it's not about, if I get with, this girl, or if I get this particular job, like I need this one job, you know what I mean? It's about watering the grass that you want to grow. And for me, it's my relationships, it's my health, right? It's my craft, right? My video editing. And these are the things that I'm watering and that I'm seeing grow. This YouTube channel, making YouTube content. These are the things that I'm putting time, effort, and energy into, and I'm seeing it grow. I'm giving it the water. I'm feeding it, right? And I'm letting, and I'm being patient with it. And patience, man. Patience. Patience is important. Again, everyone's path is different. There's gonna be people like Kai Cenat or IShowSpeed, 19 years old, social media superstar, megastar, multi-millionaire, multi-millionaire, a kid. There's gonna be people like that. And then there's gonna be people homeless. There's people homeless right now. You know what I'm saying? They still didn't, they still didn't figure it out as far as, maybe finances or relationships. Everybody has a different path. And I understand that pressure. Especially in this society. There's a stigma around getting older and not having a certain amount of money, or not having certain possessions, a house, a car, or not having a certain status, right? Or not having even with girls, not looking a certain way, right? Not having a perfect figure, or not wearing makeup, or you know what I mean? There's different things for different people, and everyone just has their own thing, man. Everybody just has their own thing. So it's about patience, and it's about not comparing yourself to others, man. Not comparing. I know some of y'all are gonna hear this, some of y'all are gonna see this, and it's gonna reach you and it's gonna resonate with you. And that's why I get on here and talk to y'all, because I care about y'all. And this is a message to myself too. You know what I mean? I'm no saint, and I'm not above the natural. You know, I think it's natural to it's a natural flaw that maybe we learned growing up, and now we have to unlearn it. You know what I mean? Comparing ourselves and holding ourselves to expectations that sometimes aren't in our control. We can only focus on what we can control. If we can control it, cool, right? If you say, oh, I want to get in shape by summer 2025, that's something in your control, right? I can decide how many push-ups I do a day. I can decide how much protein I eat a day. You know what I'm saying? These are things in my control, right? I can decide how many job applications I put in. I can decide how many hours a day I spend video editing. I can decide that. So, you know, what I can't decide is how many views this video gets on YouTube. That's out of my control, right? But what I can decide is whether or not I record it and whether or not I post it, right? So it's about focusing on what you can control, being patient, being grateful, and being consistent. Appreciate you guys for watching this video. I hope you found some value in it. If you did, like and subscribe. I love y'all, and I will see you guys in the next video, man. I really want to see y'all go places in 2025. I want to see y'all more successful. I want to see y'all thriving, and not just surviving, but thriving. See you on the next video.